Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this logo, and the customer is real particular on the Y and the P, and it doesn't trace where the flip, and that's because it's just so fuzzy. And if you look at it, it is all out of sync. So tracing is not going to work. So we're going to have to hand draw this, but it's really pretty easy. If you take your rectangle tool and go like from that edge, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go all the way to that edge and just, you got to imagine the blurriness and try to stay in the blurriness. So that corner is slanted. So with your ratio unlocked, this one right here is that corner. We're just going to click up till it kind of matches. Then this corner has a little bit of a, so we're going to stay on that line and go down here. And for the one I'm doing it for, you're going to want to take a little bit more time than I'm doing. But once again, with your ratio lock, this same corner, then the bottom part, almost the same way. Try to stay on that node so they'll be perpendicular. And try to stay within, so there's a solid white and then a kind of a fuzzy. And now this time it's this corner. You just kind of edge it up. And this one is a little bit different, so we're gonna take a rectangle, but make sure you stay on that line right there. Really and truly, we need to make a rectangle from there to there. And we have that rectangle selected. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to curve it up just a little bit. Now, probably easier to move your logo out of the way, and that's what you have. So we're just going to kind of imagine some you need to cut away, some stuff you don't need. So I got the virtual segment delete key. Everything else can stay. That doesn't need to be deleted. I can. And then just take your smart fill tool and fill that in, and let's make it black. And if we look at it real close, it ought to be pretty dead on. Same thing on the P. The P might even be a little easier. And what I would also do is put it there and then nudge it out of the way. So when we nudge the P, we're going to do the same thing for the rectangle. It's not a square. I'm just going to kind of go like right there and just nudge it out of the way. Now the P, I'm going to go from there outwardly to that edge. Now this time I'm going to do two of the corners. I'm going to do the top. You want them the same. So we're going to go 0.07, 0.07, and the rest of it, I guess this has it's so fuzzy it's kind of hard to tell. Now I'm not very good on the line right there. So we're going to take it and bring it down a little bit. Bring this down a little bit. Now these two corners look to be a little bit curved, but not too much. And then start your rectangle on this node and just go over to that node. Now we're going to move the logo out of the way and just take our virtual segment delete key and delete that line. Take your smart tool and fill that in. We'll go ahead and make it black. We'll fill that in with black and take away the outline on both of them. And Control G to group them together. Well, invert, no, there's the logo. You know what? We'll do a little test here to make it look more real. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to put you know what I'm going to do? I've got a double line there somehow. Let me go to object, group, and ungroup it. Somehow I have a double line. So what we're going to do now is take this size rectangle, and all I'm going to do is take from node to node. And this is, I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page And then I'm going to group this together, Control G and hit P. Let me move my logo closer. And if they want, he's engraving on bottles. I know he's not going to want this color, but it'll make it look a little more like the logo. And then he could send it to the customer. So I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to get my eyedropper, and I'm going to get a color of that copy. And I'm going to do that right there. And I'd be willing to bet the customer would be extremely happy. Anyway, hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.